You want to get good grades in school, but at the same time you want to work in part-time jobs that pays you like a good amount of money. You have a problem. This dilemma of choosing to get good grades or to be able to study to get good grades or earn more money while you are studying means that it's either or. So is there a solution? So in this video, I'm going to talk about 4 different jobs that you can try that allows you to kind of study while you're actually getting paid. Something like this. So if that sounds good to you, keep watching. Oh gosh, never mind. If you've been working in a job, you would quickly realize that most jobs are very laborious, meaning you need to spend a lot of time being very actively working in the company, and that means you can't study. So in my experience, I've done a fair share of work, like working in a fast food restaurant, as a waiter, as an intern in a sports company, as a coach, and many other jobs as well. So in my experience, these are 4 of the jobs that I found to be very, very accommodating to me working. I'm going to share with you some of the funny experiences that I faced myself. So first up is working as an extra. So what is an extra? In Singapore, some of us call it working as a calefare. Basically, it means that, you know, those TV series or your big movies, like your Hollywood movies, basically what they need is people in the background. Because imagine having random people near stars. Basically, people just keep staring at the superstar and like, hey, can I get an autograph? And that's just weird. So that's why they often have calefare or extras at the background to pretend like nothing's happening. And when you pretend there's nothing happening, it is perfectly normal for you to be reading a book, especially if the scene is like in a park or in a coffee shop or in a restaurant. You know, you're just dining and using a laptop. That's perfectly normal, and most of the time the directors don't really care too much as long as you do not stare straight into the camera or into the actors. And being an extra means you don't get any lines, you are not very important to the cameras. As long as you're not like awkward or very out of place, it is perfectly fine to study while you're actually working. That being said, sometimes it can get quite uncomfortable, so it's quite hot in places like Singapore, so do prepare things to make yourself comfortable, like a fan or something like that. And how much you make being an extra really depends on the production budget of the film. So basically, if it's a TV series, you get paid. I got paid as little as like $35 for an entire morning. And if it's like a Hollywood film like The Equals or Agent 47, which I've worked in, they pay as much as $150 or more per day, and that's where one of my most memorable experiences happened. Basically, I was working in Equals where we are supposed to all dress equally, so we all look the same, and there's this very famous actor, his name is Nicholas. What's his name? There's this very famous actor, his name is Nicholas Hoult. Basically, he acted as the Beast in X-Men, so very, very famous and popular guy, lots of fans. And I remember the interesting incident which happened, and it was so embarrassing. So what happened was we were in Gardens by the Bay, you know, the bridge. We were supposed to stand there, and you know, during or before the director says action, you know, we start to mingle and say hi and things of this sort. So I remember asking Nicholas, like, hey, how long have you been an extra? You know, my name is Gerald, what's your name? He introduced himself as Nicholas, and I said, you know, I'm Gerald, and how long have you been an extra? And before he could answer me, and then very quickly the director says action, and I see Nicholas running across and having lines. So I was like, holy sh. So that was an interesting experience that happened to me. Sorry, I digress, but I just wanted to share this fun story with you guys. So now to idea number 2, and it's not because I, forgot or deleted the film by accident. It really is because I decided to take it on another day. Idea number 2 is to work as a security guard. Well, for this, I don't personally have a lot of experience working as a security guard, but what I have found is that a lot of my friends or some students that I've known, they have worked as a security guard and they kind of talked about it. And even some forums even mentions that, you know, if you work as a security guard, you do get quite a few pockets of opportunity to study while you're actually working. So that means that you can actually work and get paid while you're working. Of course, bear in mind, during critical times, don't study while you're working as a security guard for obvious reasons. But that being said, one of the reasons why I personally did not work as a security guard was because you actually need to be certified in order to work as a security guard, which I was on the fence. I was thinking, should I get it, should I not get it? In the end, I decided not to get it. But, had I not started like the badminton academy, the business which I did, I probably or would definitely have gotten the cert and work as a part-time security guard because I can balance both my studies and, you know, get some money at the same time. So that's the idea. So the third job is for you to work as a librarian. So basically what you do is you help students research or answer questions about researching. How do you use the school computer to research or topics or papers that they can't find, help them request for those papers, things of that sort. So basically help with administrative tasks, and most of the time, or a lot of the time, you actually have a computer, air conditioned, and a quiet empty space all to yourself. So what do? You study. That's what you can do. And in fact, being a librarian in the school pays quite well. It pays a lot better than working in fast food restaurant or working as a barista. So if you don't know, check out with your school. Perhaps they actually have an open slot, so do apply. You probably could use some time studying. So here's the pro tip. Once you get a lot of experience, you basically get to kind of choose the timing. If you know the timing which people rarely frequent the library, that's the time you want to book, because that frees you up, or basically that allows you to have a lot more time to study. And you still get paid the same amount of money. So apart from working as a librarian, another place you could work is working in the gym. So basically you help students sign in and sign out of the gym, make sure that all the people that use the gym, brings their towel and they are members of the school if you are working in a school gym. And that again would mean you have to be extremely tactical in what time slots you book, because what time slots you choose would determine how busy you are. And chances are you almost always work in groups, so I don't think you work alone, like in pairs or maybe in 3 or 4 persons. I'm not exactly sure the number, but the point is you get the opportunity to study while you're actually working. So that means you get to earn money and get good grades at the same time. Of course, if you are working and studying while you're working, don't expect to be paid a lot of money. If you want to get a high paying job, then I suggest trying something like teaching or coaching. Like sports coaching, you get paid a lot more, but that means that you have to be very actively involved throughout the whole time that you're working. And besides, earning money is only one part of the equation. There's also another very big part of the equation, and that is saving money. So if you want to learn how you can save more money, save hundreds if not thousands of dollars every year, check out my video right here, or check out what YouTube recommends you over here, and I'll see you next time. Take care everyone, this is Gerald signing out. That was just all over the place. There we go.